Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this Invictus Racing Leagues, working in partnership with RacingLineMP.com. I hope you're okay and well. I'm your host with the most, Malk. Today, I'm at the glorious race of the home of the British Grand Prix. That's been held since like 1950. It's just a glorious track at Silverstone, absolutely fantastic. Um, I've been there a few times now. It's just absolutely fantastic. Tonight I am with the Performance League One. So be interested to see how the guys can capitalise on tonight. So just waiting for the guys. I think they're all prepped up and ready to go now. So last night in the No Assist League, I'm absolutely delighted because I actually won my first ever, and I'll say this again, my first ever No Assist race. Yeah, I was in the Mercedes, but I absolutely delighted with the performance and the race. Considering I had a bad start during the season at the No Assist League this season, but it's a nice boost. And Tony Y as well joining in the Performance League One. He's done well last night. He got third, just behind Boy Better Know. So this will be interesting to see how Tony Y can capitalise on here, but with the assists on. So we're just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up. Again, this is the 3.659 miles, the 5.9 kilometers of the glorious race of Silverstone. Just waiting for the loading now. And we've got the looks like it's going to be a dry quali. It's a dry quali, but I'm just going to find out from the weather crew if there is any um, weather situations. Oh yes, you need that boost of the drink. So I'm waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up. So I'm still waiting for the weather crew to tell me if it's going to be a dry race again. So still waiting for that to happen. So, like I said, looking at it, we've got a couple of new drivers actually. To be fair, we got the Warislander, if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, and Happy Radical. So I'm going to say Radical and Warislander. I tell you what, it's going to be some interesting ones because the Warislanders in the I believe it's in the Sauber tonight, and Happy Radical is in the McLaren tonight. So still watching some of the guys who just get themselves prepped up and ready to go. So Aaron J. Spence coming out of the pits now. Quite a few of the drivers already out. So Meg Lug P, Tony Y, Mr. Sky C, and Happy Radical. That's I keep saying it twice. It's not like I'm a parrot or anything like that, but I do apologise. And also, quite a few of the guys are, yeah, quite a few of the guys are all going for like some of the softs, some of the mediums, and some for the hard tyres. I do apologise if you hear any background noise. So. Hopefully that won't happen there, but I'm just trying to see who's the closest. So Mr. Sky C, which I believe is, if I get the tables up and ready. Just loading up the table now for the Performance League One. So, well, that's loaded up. Mr. Sky C, as you're watching, he is actually the drivers' championship leader at the minute. So. You need to try and get a good advantage against the Spud, who's just coming out of the Renault. But Mr. Scorsese is in the Williams tonight, getting themselves prepped up and ready to go for the qualifying itself. Now, Delange last night did a 1:27.9 in the Haas car. So depending on how... Oh my God, Mr. Scorsese nearly lost it there on the couple of corners there. It's just absolutely insane stuff. Coming up to, which I believe is the village and then the loop now. So coming up to the long straight now, the DRS. Now, oh, because of that mistake there. So Mr. Scorsese has abandoned his lap. I tell you why. Again, last night I said he did third in the No Assist League, so that's a massive performance from him. What can he do in the league itself? Now, Tony White is in 7th in the Drivers' Championship at the minute, but he did have a DNF last week, so hopefully he wants to eliminate what happened last week at Monza. So Tony White's going through the last couple of corners now, passing passing into Club now. Just seeing how he can try and capitalise on a 28, a 28.4. Tony White's done a 28.4 at Silverstone, so time to beat. The time to beat is a 28.4. Meg Lugby's done a 128.6 now. Aaron J. Spence in the medium tyre. What can he do? He needs to try and get into the 28s, or at least in the 29s. Happy Radical is in 3rd on his debut race with the McLaren car, got 29 flat. Aaron J. Spence done a 130.2. Not enough. Not enough with the mediums. He needs to try and a little bit quicker. Warris Lander, another newcomer of the Invictus Racing League, the Performance League 1. He's doing... he's getting himself prepped up and ready to go. So Spud's done a 131.7 on the hard tyre. So he'll try and get back into... which I think should be the... get the faster tyres in. But looking at it now, Fasconi in the Red Bull car. So what can Fasconi do in the Red Bull? He's going passing Club now. Here we go. What can he do now? If he beats in QZ, he's done a 120. He's done a 130.1 in the medium tyre. A tenth quicker than Aaron J. Spence in the same tyres, but not enough to try and get into like the 29s. I did a 28.6 or 28.7. I can't remember. But in the mediums. Oh, MJ Coupe! I done a 128.2 on the Force India car. Beautiful stuff. SJD's done a 129.2. Colin J's done a 130 flat. Tej is doing a 27.7 on the Red Bull car in the first sector now. Tej has missed the last 2 races. He needs to try and get some points back into the Drivers' Championship battle here before the week break. What can he do on the soft tyre? So, Tej should be banning out on the Maggots and Beckett's corner. So going through that now. He needs to get that smooth, passing the DRS straight now. He needs to try and get a good time here, which could be a late, I can't say, a high 28s, low 29s, if it stays like this. But he needs to try and get into those times now. 26, 27, 28, 29.3, a 129.3. Good time, but not enough to try and get into like hit the 28s to try and pass either Meg, Tony or MJ Coupe. A fantastic lap from MJ Coupe at the minute, and we only have got 11 minutes left. 11 minutes left of this Invictus Racing League F3, the Performance League 1. So watching Mr. Scorsese doing his actual lap now. He is on the medium tyre now. Try and get a better exit there, going past the first corner through Abbey here, and then try and get to Village now. Try and get a good exit here, and he's going to try and come up to the loop now. Oh, I don't like this angle. I don't like this camera angle. It's just rubbish. But yeah, we've got yellow flags on sector 1 now. I'm not sure what's happened there, but back up and running now. So Mr. Scorsese, Mr. Scorsese's dropped again. Something must have happened. We've got yellow flags on sector 3 now. So Spud's on the hard tyre. He's improved his time, but still not enough to get back in. Aaron J. Spence is 500ths quicker than his previous time, so might watch him now. Boy, Aaron J. Spence is in 4th at the minute in the Drivers' Championship. but he did get 4th last week at the Monza Grand Prix. So obviously he's about 11-point gap from the leader of Mr. Sky C. So he needs to try and get a good time or get a good advantage here. So let's see how he can do with the DRS straight now. He's a bit less on his time now. Oh, he's back. He's bailed out on his lap. Conjo's not doing his lap. Tej has moved up to 5th with 129.1. 129.1. Meg is doing his lapping now. Same with Tony Y. Meg is in 3rd at the minute. Try and get 4/10 out somewhere to try and beat MJ Coupe. I'll be very interested to see how he can capitalise going past Copse's corner. I was going to say Corpse's corner, but I always say that every time when I'm doing the commentary. It's just insane stuff. And he's going through Maggots, then Beckett's, going through that S shape there. Try and avoid hitting the grass there. And he's trying to get that advantage there. We've got yellow flags on sectors 2 and 3 now. We're just under 8.5 minutes left of this Invictus Racing League Performance League 1 qualifying situation. If you're just joined us, good evening to everyone. Please send your comments. It would be fantastical. It would be magnifico. So just watching Meg doing his lapping now. He's done 1,000th quicker than his previous lap, but not enough. What can Tony Y do? Tony Y, we've seen a Red Bull slowing down the back of the DRS straight. Oh, Tony Y went wide there at the passing Stowe corner and coming up to the club now. I think he's going to try and do his proper lapping again now. It's just interesting to see how he can capitalise, but yeah, he's going to do another lapping on that one. But looking at it now, SJD is doing it. SJD, he had a great podium place at Hungary like 3 races ago. Then he had 7th places the last 2 races. Now I don't want to say 7th as a hat trick for him, but hopefully that won't compromise too much. But some of the drivers that I've seen, they're going wide at Copse's corner. Obviously you get penalised there, but Meg's retired. We've got yellow flags in sectors 2 and 3, so I'm not sure where that's coming from, but Meg's retired. Meg has retired. It may have crashed. I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen. So, just interested to see how SJD does. Oh, SJD's moved up to 3rd in the Haskar. A fantastic lap from him. He's a 10th behind Tony. 10th behind Tony. I'm going to watch MJ Coupe. MJ Coupe is in 8th at the minute in the Drivers' Championship. We've got yellow flags for Sector 1 now. But he had the last 2 races, he had DNFs. So he doesn't want to have a hat-trick of DNFs tonight. Hopefully not too much. Hopefully he'll get some decent points in. See what he can do. He's not on the DRS. It's taking far too long on that one, but going just under 6 minutes left of the qualifying. See what MJ Coupe can do. Going wide at Stowe corner. Oh, he's going back into the pits. Don't blame him for that one. Warris Lander. Now, again, a newcomer of the league itself, so I'm not sure what his pace will be, but he's been allocated with the Sauber, so pretty sure he's deadly quick. So it'll be interesting to see how he can capitalise on it. So I'm just going to watch his lapping now. He's going to try and build it up now. He's 11th at the minute, so try and warm up his tyres, which he's trying to do now. Just under 5 minutes left of qualifying. So, Warris Lander doing his proper lapping now, going passing the international pit straights now. So trying to get a flat out on that first corner. Oh, nearly! A McLaren had just come out there, which is apparatical. Just compromise. Luckily, it didn't compromise too much of Maurice Lander's lap on there. But see what he can do. He's doing a 27. He's a 10th quicker. He's a 10th quicker on his lap. He needs to try and get a few more tenths out of somewhere to stand any chance to try and get into the top 10. At the moment, he's getting a good exit there through, passing, I believe, Woodcote. Going to Copse's corner, trying to avoid going wide there. Yeah, he's kept it in the track there. Going through Maggots and then Beckett now. And then passing Chapel in a minute through the DRS straight. Now, he's a second quicker. So he might go into the 29s. He might go into the 29s, possibly 28s. High 28s, low 29s. That's what I'm seeing at the minute. They're going wide at Stowe again. Oh, unbelievable stuff. But Maurice Lander going through passing Club now. We've got yellow flags on sector 3 now. A 28, 29-1, a 29-1. That is, I did say high 28s, low 29s. That is a good lap from Maurice Lander in the Sauber car. Fantastic lap. Fantastic lap. Again, a good evening to everyone that's just joined tonight. Please make sure you comment and follow as well. It'd be fantastic. Again, Happy Radical, who nearly compromises Maurice Lander's lap there. Doing his lapping now. Needs to try and get into the 27s if he can. Still 27.9, which still not quick enough, but he's done a 29 flat at the minute of the lap itself, but I don't know if he's improving his better lapping here, but it'll be interesting to see how he can capitalise. He go through Copse's corner, keeping on the track there. Fantastic there. Goes through Maggots and Beckett's there. So another car that's just hopefully doesn't compromise too much. Got the DRS straight now. I'm not sure who that was. Oh, it is Maurice Lander. Maurice Lander is in front at the minute, so he'll try and go back into the pits now. Yeah, he will. So, Happy Radical going through the last few corners, passing Club now. Here we go. What can he do? A 29, no, a 28.9, a 1:28.9. That is a cracking lap from him. He's improved his time. He's improved his time by 1/10. He's improved his time by 1/10. That is a cracking lap from him. Fantastic stuff. Oh, beautiful, beautiful stuff from Tony Y. Brilliant lap, brilliant. Tony Y's done a 1:28.1 on the soft tyre. Cracking lap from him. Fantastico, magnifico. Oh, brilliant. Super smashing, great there. Brilliant. Colin J doing all he can on the Force Indy car in the soft tyre. We've got 1 minute left. We've got 1 minute left of the qualifying. What can he do? What can he do? All the drivers will be absolutely belting their laps in and trying to do everything he can. Absolutely insane stuff. Colin J, what can I say about him? He's in 12th in the drivers at the minute, but he had he had 5th place last week. Oh, he's on the grass at Monza here, but he did have to hit the grass there. Oh, it's late on the DRS. See what he can do past Stowe corner. And then they're trying to avoid going past, coming past in Club now. So what can he do? What can Colin J do? Needs to get a better lap in. It's just less on that one. We have got no more. Oh, brilliant! Brilliant lap from Tony White again. Brilliant stuff. But what can MJ Coupe do? He's going back into the pits, yeah. Go back to the pits. What can SJD do? Oh, he's not doing his lapping. Tej, he's done a 29.1, but he's might have to do a belt of a lap. He's done a 27.7. He needs to try and find a second to catch up to Tony Y. You know, more than a second to catch up to Tony Y. Boy. Oh, brilliant stuff. Passing Woodcut now. From the Red Bull. Needs to get them wings going. Tej. Unbelievable stuff going through Copsy's corner. Going through Maggots. Then going through left, then right, then left. At the last bit passing Beckett and then into, which I believe was Chapel, then passed. But Tej will do everything he can. Will be the only closest one. Again, where's Colin J? Where's Mike? They're the last ones there. But what can Tej do on this lap here? He needs to try and get a better exit there. He needs to try and get a good lap in. Can he do it? He's moved on to fourth. He's moved on to fourth. No, he's moved on to fifth. Colin J's moved on to third. Brilliant stuff. Where's Mike? Oh, Mike's slowing down. Mike's slowing down. Mike's slowing down. Unbelievable stuff. Tej just thought he'd done enough to get into fourth, but Colin J's moved to fifth now. Insane stuff from Colin J. So, the two Force Indians in the top three. But fantastic lap from Tony Y, who's got his car smoking. Hopefully the mask of Jim Carrey won't coming out next on that one. Smoking. Ah. Again, the weather crew. I don't know if I said it earlier. Sorry if I have, I'll say it. If I haven't, I'll say it again. For the weather crew, it's going to be a dry race. So for the majority of the drivers, the top 8 are on the soft tyre. Mike and Mr. Skycy are on the medium tyre. So they'll do everything they can to do their longest stints on the mediums, and then hopefully they'll have a better get in front of quickly and stuff. But this is the race classification of the short qualifying of the British Grand Prix for the Performance League 1 for the Invictus Racing League. We've got Tony Y in first, MJ Cooper second, Colin J third, SJD in fourth, Tej in fifth, Meg in 6th, Epic Radical 7th, newcomer. 8th is Warwick Lander, another newcomer in 8th. 9th is Mike. 10th is Mr. Sky C. Aaron J. Spence 11th. Fast Gary in 12th. And Sir Spud is in 13th place. There's a few of the invalid time laps. So there you have it. So I'm just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. Now, with the tyre situations, it's a one-stop. If it's a dry race at Silverstone, it's a definite one-stop. The soft tyres would last up to lap 11, 12, 12, 13 if you can manage it really well. But 11's like like you've got to get pitted in if you're damaging too much. Any lower, and you need to stretch those mediums as best as you can. So it'll be very interesting stuff for the guys here. So, for the guys that are in the medium tyre, which is, I believe, Mike and Mr. Sky C, they've got the advantage because they will go on the soft tyre at near the end of the race, which would be on lap 15, 16. So, anything could happen. I would avoid the hards if possible. So, if you go for the softs, if you're at the back, you need to gamble. You need to try and get past some of the drivers as quickly as possible to get a definite advantage. Who's on form at the minute, would you say? I think Sir Spud's on form at the minute. I know he's had a bad qualifying at the minute today, but he is on form. Last week he won at Monza. The week before that he got second at the France Grand Prix. And like, ho 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 ho, vive la France, shall we say? Um, but he is on form at the minute, so to get a podium from where he is going to be very impossible. But anything could happen. I didn't expect to get a podium yesterday. I didn't expect anything last night. I was trying to see if I could just last the race, and I didn't expect to win it, so I was a bit shocked still. So from last night's no assist, so still prepped up and this, but it'd be interesting to see how the guys can prep up here. So looking at this here, insane stuff, but quite interesting stuff actually. RJ Spence, Fosconi and Spud, they're all gone for the medium tyre. They've all gone for the medium tyre, so that's quite interesting stuff. But again, if they can get past some of the soft drivers, Ted's got DSQ for some strange reason. But yeah, look at the drivers here. The top 8 are on the soft tyre, so they'll try and do everything they can to get a good advantage, but they will be stumped by the medium crew because they'll be on the softs at the end, near the end of the race. So looking at it now, sorry, I've just messed that up. Looking at it now, seeing what Tony Wise done a cracking lap of unbelievable stuff. He's carrying on from the No Assist League last night. The Warrislanders disqualified from the formation. I don't know what's happened. Yeah, Tony Wise carried on from the No Assist League of his third position of the podium to being first in qualifying. But again, it doesn't mean to say that they will win the race from the qualifying position all the time. It's just try and get that best advantage. And in Silverstone, it's at the left hand side where the pole is at the minute, so everyone's all prepped up. Oh my god, Force India's Colin J and SJD merged together to be the Force Haas, or Haas India. That's a good one, Haas India. So just waiting for the guys to get themselves prepped up and ready to go. This will be a very interesting start for everyone. I think they're all ready. Red Bull coming in now. Come on, here we go. We've got 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go! Absolutely slow start from everyone else here, but one of McLaren's absolutely insane. So SJD's moved up to third now. Oh my god! I tell you what's dropped down to second now. They're trying to avoid all the collisions there, but look at all this stuff at the back of the grid now. Ted just moved up to 7th. That was a great move from him. There's quite a few drivers still at the back here, but Mr. Sky C's trying to do everything. My god, Mr. Sky C going on the outside there. Insane stuff, but what a move from Mr. Sky Z. That is a cracking start from him. He needs to get that good medium tyre up and running, and he does that with ease. Radical closing in on Colin J for 5th place. They try and go through Copses. Mr. Sky C, Tej moved up to 7th. Oh, side by side through McIntyre, Beckett. Oh, beautiful stuff. Brilliant stuff. Oh, brilliant move from Tej. Brilliant move. What can Radical do? Radical's trying to catch up to Colin, but Tej is right at the back of him now. One of the hash cars just waiting, but Tej is going for the inside move. Oh my god. Oh, brilliant start from the drivers here. Absolutely insane stuff. MJ Cruz holding on, slowly pulling away from the hash car of Tony Y. Meg's closing on SJD. full third at the minute. Oh, what can he do? What can he do? I hate that camera. I need to watch it from that point of view here. There's so many drivers so close to each other. I don't know which one to pick at the minute. But they want the DRS straights now. But looking at the drivers right at the back of here. McLaren of Radical trying to see the gap through passing Colin J, but having none of it there. But Megan Lubin will need to have a good advantage here to try and get past SJD. Meg's in 10th at the minute for the Drivers' Championship. He did get 6th last week at the Monza, but he's in 4th at the minute. Oh my God! What happened to Tony? Oh no! No! Oh no! Oh no! Oh. We got a virtual safety car. We have got a virtual safety car because Tony Y, which I believe he lost it through, possibly through Cops's corner. Because of that, he went into the wall. His car went back into the track, and unfortunately for Radical, Happy Radical, on his debut race, he had the fortunate got hit from Tony Y. So I did not want that to happen on that race. So we've got yellow flags on this virtual safety car has stopped now. We've got DRS straight now. Sorry, DRS enabled now. Meg's trying to do everything possible to try and close in on SJD. So Spud's dropped down to 11th. Mike's moved up to 10th place. Trying to see if there's any action going on. Tony Y has left the session. Tej is closing in on Colin J at the minute for trying to get to 4th at the minute. Mr. Sky Seed trying to look and pounce at the minute, but Fasconi tried to close in on Warris Lander on his debut race at the minute, holding on for 7th. So he's doing a grand job at the minute. But as you can see from Tej's point of view, going through Maggers and Beckett here, he thought he saw the part of the gap there, but nothing possible there. But Mr. Sky Seed struggling, but as you can see from the far back end there, Tej right closing on Colin J, going the inside. Oh, brilliant move, brilliant! Oh, belter, but Colin J's want to try and get back in. He needs to have a look, and he didn't want to take the advantage there. But Colin J has the advantage. Emrica's done 134. Sorry, Meg's done a 134.6 now. So Meg's doing the fastest lap at the moment here. But again, we might have to see what happens next. Aaron Spencer's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Insane stuff here. We've got a train going. We have got a train going for a couple of the cars here, but Fasconi trying to close in on Warris Lander. Still for 7th place. Warris Lander looks like he's struggling with a soft tyre at the minute. Always trying to avoid curb, but Fasconi going for the outside. Oh, jeez Louise! I thought he lost it there from into the gravel there, but Fasconi, I remember this move here. Go through Cops's corner. Keep saying Corpse's corner, but he did a brilliant move like years ago. But oh my God, Fasconi's going through the Maggers and Beckett's now. Oh, brilliant stuff. Oh, I absolutely love this. Oh, he's got the advantage now. He's absolutely got the advantage now. What can he do? Fasconi's got the advantage. Probably. Fasconi struggling. He's on hot lap mode. Warris Lander going side by side. 2 in a bed. Oh my God. Oh, Andrika's done a fastest lap of 132.5, trying to pull away from SJD at the minute, but Meg's closing in on SJD at the moment, but he was a 10th quicker. But I might go back into Fasconi. Fasconi just got ahead of Aaron J. Spence. He's broken light there, which may bring Aaron J. Spence back into the DRS straight here. This is a chance now. Fasconi going for the defensive and then went back into the racing line now, trying to avoid the slipstream. But Warrislander struggling with his tyres at the minute. Both Fasconi and Aaron J. Spence should not be struggling with the medium tyres at the minute. But absolutely insane stuff here at the Silverstone track, the glorious track. They're going past the old straight start finishing line. Oh my God, Fasconi had to slow down because of Warrislander going slowing down from Copse's corner. Aaron J. Spence. I was going to say Warren J. Spence there, but that doesn't make sense. Oh! Aaron J. Spence will lose a little bit of traction there, but Fasconi will have the advantage. DRS straight, 2 in a bed. Brilliant! No! 2 in a bed! 2 in a bed! Brilliant! Oh, no, a little bit of contact there. Oh, brilliant stuff. But Mike's coming in for the bounce back ability here, and he moves into 9th. He moves into 9th. What a move from Mike. He said, nice, thank you very much. But Spud's got a chance now to try and get past Aaron J. Spence back into the top 10. Oh, absolutely insane stuff here. Ladies and gentlemen, absolutely insane stuff. If you've got any comments, please mention on here. Who do you think is going to win the race? What are your thoughts on the race so far? After lap 6 or 26, what do you do from this? Absolutely insane stuff. We've got quite a few cars battling out. So Spud had a quick look on Aaron J. Spence. Yeah, but absolutely insane stuff. Mike closing in on Warrislander. He's struggling with the tyres at the minute. Like I said, the medium tyres will have the advantage. The medium tyres will have the advantage at the minute. SJD trying to close in on MJ Coupe at the minute. He's on fire at the minute, SJD. Trying to do everything possible to try and get up to MJ Coupe, who's on a little bit of the Mercedes-powered Force India. What was that, Colin J? Trying to close in on. Oh my God, we might have a couple of cars. Oh my God, Mike's just touched Warrislander there. Mike's going through the outside. Oh no! 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 No, 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 no. A little bit of contact. Aaron J. Spence trying to close in on the Warrislander. You don't get a Highlander, but you got the Warrislander here. Absolutely. Mike will be absolutely livid on here. Absolutely livid. Just watching Aaron J. Spence and Spud doing everything possible to try and get a bare exit here. Aaron J. Spence might have a chance here. Spud's struggling on the hitting the grass at the minute. What can Aaron J. Spence do? Aaron J. Spence, not enough. He had the DRS, but he not had enough. So Spud's still in 10th. Aaron J. Spence can see the gap there. He doesn't know what he needs to do. He needs to do everything possible. Warrislander is on a bit of a higher ERS mode on here. Try and avoid the Aaron J. Spence battle here. Warrislander going wide at Copse's corner again. Going through Maggots, then Beckett's, and then Chapel in a minute. Oh, what's going to happen here? Warrislander. Oh, it will be a sitting duck here. Aaron J. Spence will move. Oh no! Both of them side by side, 2 in a bed. Brilliant move. Brilliant move from Aaron J. Spence. Oh, going through the. I think there was quite a few multiple warnings, time penalties here. Oh, so Spud's going wide there, a little bit wide there. Fasconi and Colin J closing on Mr. Sky Z through the loop now. So what can Colin J do? Will he try and catch up to Mr. Sky Z, or will he try and defend against the flying Red Bull of Fasconi? Oh, what can he do now? Pascali will look at pounce at any moment in time here, but what do you do around here? What do you do? Colin J is holding on for dear life, passing Cops' corner. So going through Maggots in a minute, and then Beckett, the famous part of the track at Silverstone. Vascari doing everything possible to try and get that momentum going. Colin J is still. Vascari's on the higher hot lap mode. Needs to try and get past Colin J before the end of the corner. Not enough. Not enough for Vascari. He needs to try and save his ERS because he will struggle. We might have a bit of a battle going on for the top positions at the minute. We're on lap 9 and 26 of the Invictus Racing League. Performance League 1. Warriors Lander got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speed in the pit lane. So that's not good news for his debut race at the minute. But that could be his one and only pit stop at the moment. But Meg's trying to do everything possible to close in on SJD now. Absolutely insane stuff. But as you can see, there's like a bit of a battle going on for the front. But what can you do around here? What can you do? Sorry about that, guys. I always have a drink back quickly. So Meg's closing in on SJD through Maggots and then Beckett now. Needs to have a good advantage. SJD not on. Oh, he's on the higher ERS mode now. But Meg might have lower downforce here. And he has an advantage here. No, not enough. Not enough for... Not enough to try and get past SJD. There's about 3 laps left of the optimal tyre that they need to pit in. So these guys will need to try and manage it. Colin J's into the pits now, Vascari. Try and close in on Colin J at the minute, but at the moment Meg is closing in on SJD. Warriors Lander's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. There's quite a few drivers earlier in the race that had multiple warnings, but they couldn't catch it because it was like overlapping each other. So, what do you do here? At the background, you're just seeing Tej try and catch up to the leaders of the race itself. But fair play to the guys here. They're doing everything possible. Vascari's closing on Mr. Sky Z for 5th place, but Mr. Sky Z will have the should have the advantage of holding on for 5th. But Vascari will be the one to watch. He'll be the one to watch because they have the advantage of the DRS straight if it stays like this. But Mr. Sky Z looks like he's struggling with the medium tyre. I know he's in the Williams at the minute, so he needs to try and hold those tyres for another 6 more laps, or better than that. Oh, Vasco just done the Michael Jackson slide here. SJD's dropped down. Oh, what a move from Meg! Meg's fantastic move. Tej pits as well. There's 2 battles going on, and I don't know which one to pick. So Spud closing on Aaron J. Spence, but Vascari's closing on Mr. Sky Z. Who do you pick? Who do you pick? Unbelievable stuff. Mr. Sky Z's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that to happen. So at this minute in time, Vascari will be in 3rd at this time. But anything can happen in this race. So the guys on the medium tyres, this is where everything will be all shaped up and ready to go. So they've got to do 15 or more laps. Well, just over 15. Warriors Land has done a fastest lap of 1:32.5 in the Sauber car. That's a great lap from him, fantastic lap. But so Spud And now just Spence trying to have a good ding-dong battle for 5th and 6th. I love this helicopter view, but Vasconi going through Cops' corner, trying to go through him, passing Mr. Garcia. Might have a chance here through Maggots and Beckett. What? Vasconi's dropped it a little bit down. He will lose the momentum there. Chance for Vasconi. Needs to have a good chance. Both of them are on the faster ERS mode. Nothing changes. Nothing. Vasconi try to avoid hitting the grass if he can, but Vasconi will do everything possible through passing club at the minute, but he needs to try and do everything possible. He's on lower ERS compared to Mr. Sky Seas. Oh, Mr. Sky Seas got wide through the international pitch strikes there. That might compromise his laps here. MJ Coop and Meg have pitted for the medium tires, but where's Tej and it was Colin J, I believe it was. We'll have to wait and see how it goes here, but Vasconi for first and second. What can they do? Oh, they need to try and do everything possible. Mr. Scorsese holding on for dear life for first at the minute. Absolutely insane stuff. Some of the guys here, there's a couple of battles between. Vasco's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He didn't want that. He didn't want that. He needs to try and get past Mr. Scorsese as quickly as possible. Absolutely insane stuff here. MJ Coop's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, and he lost it there. Vasconi, he lost it there. He doesn't want to try and get into the pits as early as possible, because that'll be... Oh, Mr. Scorsese pits. Oh, Mr. Scorsese got a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding the pit lane. He might do a 2-stop here. He might have to do a 2-stop. Unless he has to bring the softs all the way to the end. Or he might go on hards. Yeah, he might go on hards. But that SJD has done a fastest lap of a 1:32.1 here. But that is absolutely cracking lap from SJD at this time. There's quite a few cars split out now, so it's very important stuff. So again, Colin J closing on Mr. Scorsese, who just come out of the pits now. So it's be interesting to see how he can capitalise on this. Mr. Scorsese do everything possible. He's actually the championship leader of the Drivers' Championship at the minute. But what can Colin J do? Colin J is on the faster medium tyre. Oh, what oh, I was going to say what a move. Oh, a little bit of touch. A little bit of contact. Little bit of contact there. That might compromise his wing here. No, still the same. Colin J goes through Cops' corner. Mr. Scorsese holding on for dear life here. But through Maggots and then Beckett's here. What do you do? Mike's MJ Coop is on the faster tyre, but I didn't see what happened there between himself and I was just still watching it from Colin J's point of view. MJ Coop's still on 131.6, so he's on charge at the minute. But he's switcherooning from Colin J. Oh, touch! Not much. Oh, this is absolutely ding-dong battles here. We've got Meg and Mike. It's like SJD and Mike. Mike's already striving for the defensive move. Mike, slow down. I didn't mean to say slow him down there, but he did actually slow down. I think his tyres are completely gone. He needs to get into the pits as quickly as possible. Meg's going to try the next one closely on Mike. see what Colin J does. Or this is going to see. So Spud's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Absolutely insane stuff here. The stewards are going to be absolutely on their necks trying to figure out which one's which. Yeah, which one's valid, which one's not. But Colin J, oh my God, Colin J nearly lost it through Cops' corner. Nearly the same feat as what happened with Tony Y. Pardon me. So Colin J has the advantage now. Should have the advantage on Mr. Sky C. Both. Oh, Mr. Sky C holding on for 9th. Oh, touch! Oh! Oh no, beautiful move! Brilliant! Brilliant side by side through club! Oh, brilliant! Brilliant! Fantastic battle between Mr. Skysy and Colin J. Even though they're two touched, it's just absolutely insane stuff. But fair play to Mr. Skysy and Colin J. Mr. Skysy is struggling with the hard tyres at the minute because obviously Colin J is on the quicker medium tyres compared to his hard tyres. But absolutely insane stuff. But Colin J will have a ding-dong battle to try and close in on Mr. Skysy, but can't close in. Cannot close in on that one. Oh, brilliant stuff. Absolutely insane stuff from the guys here. What do you do? Oh, oh my God, Mr. Skysy nearly lost it through Copses again. Fasconi pits. Will Aaron J. Spence pit? Same with the Spud. Oh! Oh, brilliant! Brilliant move from Colin J. Brilliant! Absolutely fantastic through Beckett's, through Chapel. What a move! But Mr. Sky C. Oh, brilliant! Dear side by side stuff. Oh, brilliant! No! No! Is it over? I don't think it is now. It's absolutely insane stuff. Brilliant! Oh no! 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 Oh. Mr. Scarcia would be absolutely livid with that. Absolutely livid with that. But Meg Lumpy is on 4th at the minute, closing on SJD for 3rd. Spud will have to pit at some point. Again, it's about a 30-second pit entry, so it might drop down to at least 9th, between 8th and 9th when he pits. Oh, and Meg's going for the inside. Brilliant. Oh, what will SJD go to the inside? No, still he'll try and go for it. So Spud does pit, but he will probably drop down to 8th or 9th respectively. But Meg's on a charge here, 131.4. Cracking lap from him. Fantastic lap. Going through Abbey now. So what can SJD do? Both SJD did pit a lap earlier than Meg Lumpy. Oh, so Spud would need to try and catch up to the others here, but SJD trying everything possible to catch up to Meg. We might have a close battle here, but watch out for Fasconi. If he does the same as what I did last night and do a fantastic charge, you might have a chance here. You might have a chance, but it is too far back at the minute. But what can SJD do through Maggots and Beckett's now? It looks like a struggle through Maggots there. Meg. SJD needs to do everything possible, but Meg is on fire at the minute. Try to close here on MJ Coupe, which will be a massive advantage here. But we might have a 3-car battle for between first and third at the minute. We've got another battle going on between the Spud and Aaron J. Spence. Meg's on another fastest lap of 131.4, and he's right up behind MJ Coupe for first. So this could be a massive advantage for Meg here. Meg. Yeah, again, this will be. Morris Landon's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Again, we might have a battle here. Meg will have a massive advantage because if he gets 12 points today, he will get 24 points. But that's if fastest lap of Mike of a 131.2. So that's a cracking lap from him. So what can Meg do? If Meg can get MJ Coupe in the next few laps here, he will have an advantage to gain 12 points. But MJ Coupe will have a massive advantage. Even though he had 2 DNFs in the last 2 races, his last win was in Hungary, if I remember it right, in the Red Bull car. Absolutely dominant in that Red Bull car at Hungary. But fair play to MJ Coupe holding on here. But this is a really closer battle than Hungary's situation. So this will be a massive boost for MJ Coupe. So Spud will need everything possible. Same. Well, so Spud will have a good advantage here because he will try and get ahead of Mr. Sky because Mr. Sky did have the unfortunate accident between himself and Colin J on which I believe is passing Club Corner. Well, it's the new start finishing line straight. But looking at it now, Ted's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Didn't want that. He did not want that at all. So Meg doing everything possible. 6/10 behind MJ Coupe. Spud's to the 130.9. Cracking lap from him. He's on a charge. Same with Meg. Both on the Renaults. Aaron J. Spence got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Oh, absolutely insane stuff here. What do you do? What can Meg do? Meg is on a charge to try and catch up to MJ Coupe, try and avoid Cops' corner. To Maggots, then Beckett, and we're going to go past Chapel. Hopefully it will be insane stuff. You've got DRS. This is a chance now. Chance for Meg. Meg has a chance to close in on MJ Coupe. Moya side by side for the lead! For the lead! Oh, brilliant move! Brilliant move. I know it looked like he went wide at Stowe Corner there, but might have to have a look at that in another replay later on after the race. But looking at it, it looked like Meg just hold on in the race like that. But MJ Coupe's really struggling with the Force Indycar and the mediums. But because of that, SJD is closing on MJ Coupe for 2nd place. Oh my god, Meg, what a move from Meg on that one from Stowe Corner. Absolutely insane stuff. Absolutely insane. Unbelievable stuff. But I mean, I can't judge that, but it looked like he went wide. Again, just managed to get back in before he did the overtake of MJ Coupe, but I might be wrong. I need to have a look at it in more detail. I'll let the stewards have a look at it in more detail. But looking at it now, SJD closing on MJ Coupe now. SJD going a little bit wide through Cops' corner. We might get staying back. Mrs. Scotia got 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings here. So SJD loses out on the Chapel corner there, but MJ Coupe's on higher engine mode here to try and get back into first place against Meg. Oh my god, MJ Coupe nearly lost the car there through Stowe Corner. Hopefully that doesn't compromise us too much on the tyres. He's going wide again. His tyres must not be happy with them at the minute, and it needs to hold on for another 5 laps of it. It could be the tyres, the dirty tyres. It could be that, but SJD might have an advantage here. Might have an advantage here. But what can SJD do? Should have the advantage. Both of them on ERS. Well, both of them were on higher ERS. But MJ Coupe slowly closing on Meg Lugby for first. Both of them going wide through Woodlands corner. Absolutely insane stuff here, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a top 3 battle going on. We had a top 2 battle yesterday for the No Assist League. We now have a top 3 battle. Oh my god, HDD, MJ Coupe's gone, must have made a mistake through Cops' corner. He's slowed right down there, but MJ Coupe's really struggling with the medium tyres. Chance now, should have the faster ERS. SJD will be absolutely livid here. We'll be thinking, what do I need to do to get past him? You can't do anything possible here. Absolutely insane stuff, but MJ Coupe's holding on for second. For a battle from SJD. MJ Coupe's going wide again through Club Corner there. Chance now for SJD. SJD doing everything possible. Oh my god, MJ Coupe looks like his car is absolutely insane here, but oh, SJD will do everything to get back into second. But SJD will want to get into second as quickly as possible, but he is absolutely losing out on the DRS straights from the Force India car of MJ Coupe. So I'll go through passing Woodlands corner. Sorry, Woodfield corner. I say Woodlands. There is an actual campsite for the Woodlands at Silverstone. Just seeing SJD going into. He's going to try to do everything possible to get back into, but MJ Coupe needs to try and get back into the battle between him and Meg Lugby. Chance. Oh, closer, no. MJ Coupe looks like he's more closer to Meg. He's having a quick glance look there. Good battle here for the top 3 at the minute. We've got 4 laps left. We might have 3 laps left. Yeah, 3 to 4 laps left of the Invictus Racing League Invictus Racing League Performance League 1. We were working in partnership with racingonmp.com. Oh my god, this is absolutely insane stuff, but SJD trying to think of what he can do. Penalties will be galore here, depending on how these 3 who will win it. I know Meg and MJ Coupe. Oh, MJ Coupe's gone wide! Oh, SJD thought he'd have a chance there. Going to try to do the cut switcheroo, like the old famous Nigel Mansell did it, and then Ricardo does it a couple of times back in his F1 career. Absolutely insane stuff here. MJ Coupe's gone a little bit wide through Cops' corner again holding on. MJ Coupe's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This, depending on how many penalties he's got, it could bring Tej into the podium place if he has. I think he has got at least 3 seconds of penalties. Oh, this is absolutely insane stuff here. Yeah, looking at the MJ Coupe situation here, he looks like he's more closer to Meg than actually is to MJ Coupe. But Coupe, will he coupe it out and try and get first? He knows he's got penalties. This is what I like about the F1. You don't know about the penalties situations from each driver, because you don't want to have a battle against each other. Meg's trying to hold on for first. Still holding on for first through coming up to passing, I believe, Lovefield and then Woodcut. So, yeah, so passing Woodcut now. It was Lovefield I mentioned about the early corner, sorry. I get this wrong. I've been to Silverstone a few times, so nothing changes. Mike is the next closest battle going on between himself and Andrew Spence. SJD has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. He did not want that. This will come down to penalties between these three drivers. Absolutely insane stuff here. Might have a break of the top three at the minute and see if Mike can try and close in on Aaron J. Spence through Maggott and Beckett. Both of them are on the fresher soft tyre through Maggott, then Beckett, and then try and go through Chapel here, which Mike will have the advantage here. Oh, we've got the faster Ferrari. Oh, nearly had the chance there. Again, the top three will have a ding-dong bell, but it will down to who will hold on for those penalties situations. But oh my God, Mike's really closely on Aaron J. Spence. We'll try and do everything possible here. Mike's in 6th of the Drivers' Championship at the minute. He did get 3rd last week in the Monza track. So again, Mike's struggling. He's on 9th at the minute, so he will only get 2 points tonight. So at most, he might get 20. He'll get 20 points. Colin Jay's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Spud will move up to 6th. If I think Spud did get a penalty as well, but again, it depends. I think it depends on how many Colin Jay has got for the penalties. Aaron J. Spence. Oh my God! Oh, brilliant! Brilliant move! Oh, but not gonna give up here. Aaron J. Spence side by side through Maggott and Beckett. Oh, what a move from Mike! Brilliant! Absolutely brilliant from Mike. He's done exactly the same as what Fascani did a few seasons ago, back in 2017. Immense lap, immense move there. So he's on charge to try and close in on Sir Spud, who's in 7th. But he is having a ding-dong battle here. But MJ Coupe might have a ding-dong battle here between himself and Meg on the last lap of this Invictus Racing League Performance League 1, working in partnership with RacingOnMP.com. It will be down to penalties. I think Meg will survive, but it depends on how many SJD penalties have gone. I don't want to move from this. I want to see if they want to deserve this stuff. MJ Coupe will be doing everything possible. What's this leader situation? 17 seconds. It depends. I think MJ Coupe might just hold on for 3rd. I think between Meg and SJD, depending on them two, and we're coming through the final corners now at Club, and he's done an absolutely amazing job. So fantastic win for Meg Lugby, who's just won can't say it now. Meg Lugby's just won the British Grand Prix. Meg's just won the Grand Prix of. I do apologise for any technical issues there. Something must have just happened there. But Meg has just won the British Grand Prix for the Performance League 1. For a fantastic race from him. I was worried about MJ Coupe's and SJD's points, but it looks like MJ Coupe just had enough penalties, enough to stop SJD from moving up to 2nd. So MJ Coupe is in 2nd, SJD is in 3rd. Tej on 2 did not start, got 4th. in the British Grand Prix. It's a fantastic race from him. Vasconi, again, fantastic drive from him. Colin J in 6th place. He had a ding-dong battle with Mr. Sky C, but unfortunately he had a little bit of collision between them two. Hence why Mr. Sky C is dropped down to 11th place. Mike had a bit of an unfortunate accident with, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was Warrislander as well. So Mike moves up to 7th. Warrislander's just dropped down to, I believe that was 10th or 11th. I think maybe 10th. Warrislander may have had all them penalties, but he did have a few. He did have that one stop-start. He missed the start-go finish because he unserved stop-go penalty. But Meg's fantastic win for him. So I'm going to invite him, MJ Coupe, and SJD into the party in a minute. So just seeing what these guys can do on a brilliant race. But I thought it was going to be down to like penalties by the look of it, but and that's the fantastic battles for them three. Absolutely fantastic. Meg's got holding on for first. MJ Coupe's got second. SJD got third. Tej in fourth. Vasconi in fifth. Colin J's in sixth. Mike's in seventh. Suspense in eighth. LJ Spencer's in ninth. Warrislander's in 10th. Mrs. Scorsese is in 11th. Happy Radical and Tony White both had DNFs with that unfortunate accident at Cops' corner through, I think it was in lap 1 or 2. So just skipping through all the penalties. Oh god, pressing the wrong button there. Pressing the wrong buttons there. So that the stewards can have a look at the penalties if there's anything that they need to be challenged on as well. So looking at it now, just going to invite. Oh, what's happened here? I'm not sure what's happened here. So just waiting for the game to be finishing off as such, but it could be a lag. Just going to invite the guys in now. So I think I'm actually stuck in the game. That's great. Just waiting for some of the guys to join in into the party stuff. So while we're doing that, we've got a good view of the guys for the British Grand Prix repeating left, right, and centre. So the guys are all in here now. So before you start, guys, can you make sure you got your allow voice to be shared, so we can hear your voices as well as on the party settings as well. So while the guys are all prepped up and ready to go for the chat stuff, I'm going to talk to them about the race stuff of the British Grand Prix. Immense battles left, right, and centre. And then I'll be talking about, well, it'll be next week. It'll be the break, but I'll be talking to them about the Germany Grand Prix, a brief about it and stuff. But that'll be in 2 weeks' time. So hopefully that'll be all right. The guys, are you all shooted, ready to go?
Yep, think so. Yep, all here.
Cool.
Yep.
Nice one. So what I'll do is I'll talk to Meg, the race winner, then MJ Coupe, and then SJD for the in the order of that one anyway. So first off, Meg, how you doing?
I mean, I got to tell you now, you got no idea how that actually means to me, how much that means. It's ridiculous.
Oh,
I really, if I'm honest, I have been struggling like hell with this game, and to actually get a podium, let alone a win, is just brilliant. Just really
Oh,
happy.
fair dues, mate. You did an immense drive, and you was doing some pulling out some qualifying laps in the actual race itself because you was catching up to MJ Coupe and SJD for so many battles. But does this count as one of your best ever wins? Would you say, or is it too early to
Yes,
say?
I mean after quali, in quali the car felt dreadful, and I did one lap, a second lap which pretty much matched it, and then the third lap I binned it, and I was still lucky enough to get sixth, and to come from sixth to win. Uh, yeah, pretty happy with that. I can't be much happier really.
Oh, fair dues, Meg. Did was you at one point worried about MJ Coupe's battle at behind you? Like, did you thought he might bounce back?
Well, it's been a great result actually because Coop's my teammate, so I didn't think he would try and get me, and I did hope that he would try and hold SJD off, which seems to have been the case. I wasn't really worried too much because I knew I was kind of saving my battery once I got past Coop just to make sure that I had enough in hand
Yeah.
and the fuel also. So I wasn't too worried after that point. But the car just came particularly alive in the second stint on the mediums. It was just fantastic.
Oh, fair dues, fair dues. I thought it was just going to be. It depends on like who had the less penalties, and you just managed to hold on for first on that one. So fair play to you, Meg, and fantastic win for you at the home. I'll say it again, the home of the British Grand Prix, and you did that with style. And I'll tell you what, all the legends that raced here, they'll be absolutely delighted with your win tonight. Um, but yeah, you've moved up to you got 24 points in the drivers' championship. Obviously, depending on after stewards and stuff. But at the moment, you'll be on 24 points tonight after tonight's win. So fantastic win.
I hope the stewards aren't involved. I don't think I hit anyone.
No, I'm just saying in general and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just like, but don't worry, I don't think yours will be affected anyway. But I'm just saying yours will be 24 points anyway, so that yours will be safe in the hands anyway. So don't worry, don't panic on that one.
good.
Not like the dad's army moment on that one. So, but yeah, if you can hold on for a few more minutes, Meg. If you can hold on for a few more minutes to talk about the Germany and the week break, that'll be fantastic.
Yeah,
Um,
no worries.
Thank you very much. MJ Coupe, what a coupe for second place. How did you feel tonight?
Yeah, generally, I mean, yeah, I should be really happy. I mean, to lead a lot of the race and to kind of not win it is always something that is a tiny little bit of disappointment. But yeah, I'm generally happy with second. It makes it a little bit easier that Meg's my teammate and he's won the race, so it helps us in the constructors. But um, I guess I'm generally happy. There's a tiny tinge of disappointment. You always think you could do a bit better if you don't win the race. So, but generally happy.
Oh, fair dues, Meg. Because considering on like the form that you was in, you had two unlucky DNFs in the last two races. So should be a bounce of your like the drivers' championship this season to should be step up now, shouldn't it? Now, would you say?
Hopefully, but the last time we spoke was when I won the race in Hungary, and we had the same discussion, and that's when the two DNFs followed. So
Ah,
um, yeah, let's hope that this time. I mean, we do have a race next week, um, so with the rescheduled race, I believe is next week. So yeah,
oh, of course, yeah. Sorry,
I'm
yes.
glad there's not a break actually. So I'm feeling quite good around Australia. So I'm yeah, keen to just go ahead. I was a little bit gutted I didn't get pole because I thought I was, well played to Tony. Did two laps that was better for pole, but I was hoping I was going to get pole to have a nice clear run. But um, yeah, hopefully this is again. I'll say this again, something to build on. So we'll see how it
Yeah.
goes next week.
Fair dues, fair dues. I do apologise to all the everyone that was listening or watching. I thought there was a break for the performance. I remembered the first week we had PSN issues. It just clicked when MJ Coop said we've got the rescheduled race next week. So there's definitely a race. So I do apologise for the Germany one. So it'll be back to Australia. I think it is for the
Yep.
yeah. So it is the Australia one. So Did you thought that you might have lost your podium because of, well, let's say podium, you lost second place because of the penalties at that point, or did you thought you try and see how
Um,
it goes?
well, I thought most people would probably have one penalty, so I thought Meg would probably have one penalty, so I thought it was about keeping a 3 second gap. And fortunately, towards I mean, the second stint, I mean, as you've already commented, Meg's pace was electric, and he was pounding the laps. And um, the only slight problem is that I think Meg was pulling SJD along as well, because I managed to kind of just drop SJD, but I think with the DRS and all that type of thing, I think Meg basically caught me up with his great pace and brought SJD along. So when Meg got past me, I thought, um, I didn't know what penalties Meg had. I thought SJD probably might not have a penalty. So and then towards the end, right near the end of the last four laps, I managed to get SJD out of the DRS, and then I managed to drop him. So I don't know what the gap ended up at, but I was hoping that there was enough gap to yeah, stay on the podium. But yeah, you're right. Towards the end of the race, I was concerned to even stay on the podium rather than second place. So when I crossed the line and the positions didn't change, yeah, I was pretty happy about that.
Ah, fair dues, fair dues. And you did a magnificent drive. And again, I'm not going to say commentator's curse, but hopefully line in doesn't strike twice when I said that hopefully this will be a massive boost to your drivers' championship as well. But
Hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, yeah.
so you'll be on 25 points anyway from tonight's race. So you'll be a point ahead of Meg, which Meg, you two have a ding dong battle for the constructors, which is good news for that one. But if you could just hold on for a few more minutes about the
Yep.
rescheduled race, and then but unfortunately SJD's just got disconnected. So um,
He
if
said he
you
had microphone issues on the chat.
oh okay, um, is he coming back or
No, he
uh,
says he's.
oh okay
I don't
so
think so.
oh, okay so unfortunately SJD um, unfortunately, he was the next person to talk to on the podium stuff. But I bet SJD would be delighted to get third tonight after his immense performance and try and have a ding dong battle between MJ Coop and Meg. I said this during the race. I thought it was down to penalties from everyone else, but what you guys thought of SJD tonight, considering he wasn't here tonight? Just what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, well,
Uh,
I mean, I had the first battle with him, which was the first stint, which was a super close battle. Like, yeah, it was consistently we were doing the same laps about 1.5 seconds. So, he drove a great race in the first stint, and he did the undercut on me. So I was wondering where I was going to come out, but fortunately, when I came out of the pits, I managed to stay ahead of him. So, so from that point, he drove an absolutely solid race, really consistent, and then I think Meg caught him up, and then probably Meg can take it from there.
Fair dues.
well, yeah, I was sticking close behind SVD as well, and he just solid, no mistakes, just everything you'd want in a driver. Unfortunately, not what I wanted, really. Wanted him to get out of the way, to be honest. But I think it's just towards the end of the first stint, I managed to catch and pass him. I think he probably had a bit worse tyre wear. Um,
Yeah,
he picked the lap earlier than me, so jumped me back. But I thought based on that tyre wear and my fresher tyres, I could probably get him back.
fair.
Lo and behold, I did. But yeah, excellent race from SGD. And to be fair, Tony as well, who crashed out quite early on. I think that was just really unlucky. He caught the curb, but I think Tony would have been up there with us tonight as well, in
Yeah,
particular. So
yeah.
it's a bit sad for him.
It,
But
it,
yeah,
it
all round a good race.
yeah. As you said, Tony White did a great qualifying, and then he got unfortunate. I think he got through, lost the car through Cops's corner or Corpses, or I can't pronounce it. You know what I mean? Cops's corner. But yeah, he lost it, and then he unfortunately got hit by one of the new drivers of. Sorry, he hit one of the new drivers because of this car went back into the track. So obviously he couldn't do anything about it. He tried to stop, but unfortunately he can't do anything about it on that one. But
Yeah, which was a bit of a relief actually when that happened from a racing point of view because I expected like Meg just alluded to I expected Tony to give us a really hard race and kind of when he kind of spun off was a little bit of a relief from a racing point of view. I'm obviously yeah it's a shame for him, gutted for him, but from a racing point of view yeah it was good. It just gave me a little bit of a buffer and also it was a bit of a breather after the first lap because the obviously the VSC came out,
Yeah,
save a bit of VRS, save a bit of fuel and just chance to get a breather before we sort of raced on. So that was a little bit just broke up the rhythm a little bit.
yeah, yeah. Again, we don't want to see some like crashes and stuff. As long as you get the fair driver and stuff. But like you said, from a racing point of view, it's like more of a luck, isn't it? And I thought it was going to be a proper safety car to come out than the VSC when that happened. But anything could happen tonight. But and fair play to you two as well as SJD for the top three. But I'm going to talk to you guys about the what should have been said earlier on is the rescheduled race for next week at the Australian Grand Prix. So depending on car allocations, Meg, do you think you got what are your thoughts of Australia, and do you think you got a good chance of doing well at Australia? Bear in mind of the car allocations and stuff, but your overall performance, I mean, at Australia, what do you think?
Um, I think remembering back when we were practicing for the first round, I think I was struggling a little bit, to be honest.
Okay,
Um, so who knows? It seems to be one race on a track I do great, and then the next race I do rubbish, and the car feels terrible, and that varies from track to track as well. So I
oh,
can't
okay,
say. After tonight, I'm expecting to be in a pretty slow car, um, so that's going to be tough to overcome. But I guess I just want to try and score some points and keep it clean.
yeah. Fair dues, Meg. Whatever happens, hopefully this will be a catalyst now. Of I said this to MJ Coop, I don't want it to be like a lightning strike
A
twice,
curse.
a curse time, commentator's curse. But a fantastic win for you, mate, and keep up with the good work as always, Meg. You've improved in left, right, and centre. Um, but yeah, MJ Coop, what are your thoughts of Australia, and what are your expectations? And depending on car allocations, but what do you think you've got a good chance at Australia, or do you think you got?
Yeah, I expect to get podium really. Um,
Oh, okay.
um, yeah, you're right. Depends on the car allocations, but no, I really like that track, and I did a hell of a lot of practice before the season started. So I was very gutted when the race didn't go ahead. I had a decent race the following night in the F2. I had a slight mistake at the beginning, but um, yeah, I've done it numerous times on the career mode. I've restarted my single player mode on the game, so I've done that track plenty of times. So yeah, feel fairly comfortable on that track, and yeah, really looking forward to it. Um,
Cool. Cool. Fair
so yeah,
dues.
I expect to go. I expect to go well.
Oh, you heard that, ladies and gentlemen? You heard that? MJ Cooper is looking for a podium, depending on car allocations, obviously, but he's really up for a podium place next week. So that's going to be interesting stuff for next week. Hopefully, SGD would have had his thoughts, uh, but unfortunately, because of his microphone issues and stuff, hopefully he'll come back next time on the podium without without the microphone issues. But can I just say a big thank you to Meg and Meg, MJ Coop, and SJD before we disappeared for your podium stuff tonight, and I wish you all the very best in your season, Corey. Hopefully, like again for the third time, and I'll shut up now. The commentator's
Cheers,
curse.
Malk.
Nice one, guys. Cheers for that, and I'll leave you all to
Cheers,
that.
thank you.
Nice one, mate.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers for that. While the guys are all prepped up and leaving the box of the commentary, I'm just going to do my final views of the race itself. My overall view, there was some really cracking battles left, right, and centre. There was an unfortunate incident with Tony Y and you know, and the new driver as well. He was really unlucky with that one. But obviously, with the VSC came out. Sorry, I don't know why I said VSR. VSC came out. and then I thought it would have been a proper safety car, to be fair, because the two cars were back into the track as well. But they try to do everything possible to do everything they can. But fair play to the drivers tonight. There was another battle going on left, right, and centre, and again, it's not as great. Oh God, I don't know what's happened there, but I'm going to shoot off now. So there's a great win for Meg. He needed that boost of that, and he did absolutely immense stuff. Hopefully, that will be the catalyst. And I know I said that to MJ Coupe before, but hopefully that will not be a downhill spiral stuff. So hopefully, same with MJ Coupe. Hopefully that'll be a bit of a catalyst to try and get some decent points in. I think it's going to be close for the championship stuff, but as I said, I totally forgot about next week's race, which was the rearranged Australian Grand Prix. So hopefully that will be sorted soon. Well, sorted next week. To catch up for their actual race one of the Invictus Racing League, Performance League 1. The reason why we didn't do the Australian Grand Prix at the time was because of PSN issues at the time itself. So I'm going to say a big massive thank you to everyone else that's joined in the viewed and stuff. Again, Craig has said his apologies. He will return. Hopefully, he will return before the end of the season. Again, I say this every week. I do miss this English-Scottish banter each time, and I always do. It's fantastic. It's just the great banters, and I do miss the banter of Craig on the commentary box. So hopefully, I'm not going to say anymore, but hopefully, we'll return either next week or hopefully before the end of the season happens. But for myself, thank you very much. I'm going to be heading off now, and I always say this: the two classy words. Stay classy. I'll see you later, guys. You take care of yourselves, and cheers for that. I'll see you all next week at the rearranged race of the Australian Grand Prix. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.